Well, hello. Well. Happy Thursday. Today's topic, vendor management systems and direct clients. Both are great. Both are a necessity in the locums industry, right? We have to work with the vendors. We have to work with direct clients, right? There's pros and cons to both. Sometimes there's more channels, longer delays, working with vendors versus working with direct clients. There's more of a relationship, I feel like, that gets built with a direct client than it does the vendor side, but you just never really know. One thing I would say for the hospital side of things, you got to be careful, and this is my opinion, right? But it does happen, and sometimes you have certain people who play favorites. And they're going to play favorites on the agencies they work for, and in the agencies that they approve, in the presentations they send over. And they may not send you all the presentations. They may just send you the one from ABC Staffing because they don't like whatever staffing agency, right? So, and because of that, you as the hospital may not ever see the candidate that could have been the perfect fit for your hospital, that maybe could have solved not just a locum, but a permanent solution for a long time. So you gotta be careful of that, because they do play favorites. And it's unfortunate, but it's human nature. You're dealing with people. People like to work with people they like. And it's just like people buy from people they like. One of the things, the negotiation aspect of it, there's definitely a positive side of working with direct clients because you get to completely negotiate what's going on with the terms of the agreement, so forth. When you're working with vendors, it's here's the line, this is how it is, take it or leave it. And so you have to do that. But again, both are a necessity. The credentialing aspect of it, it's very positive with the vendor side because we typically know exactly step by step what we're doing and what needs to be done to get this person credentialed at this hospital. Whereas when you're working with a direct client, it can be a little bit different. We may not know the process. Maybe they're a new client of yours and you're figuring out how it is, and how they go about it, what needs to be done, things of that nature. They are both a necessity, okay? You have to work with both within the industry in order to grow your company. And if you're a hospital system that's, struggling with filling a need, I would say, and you can't do it with the direct clients, contracts that you have, maybe you should look into a vendor and partner with a vendor management system to help you out. On the flip side, if you're working with a vendor that's causing headaches and slowing things down, and maybe, let's face it, not everybody's good at their job. So not necessarily everybody's gonna be doing their job correctly. And maybe there's hangups and delays because of working with the vendor, which, it's part of the business. So I would say, the reason I'm posting about this is because one of my colleagues asked me the other day about it. Do you prefer working with vendors or with the direct clients? And I said both, because both have, they have different jobs, and I want to be able to work on all of them and have the access to all of them. So if you're a company out there, if you're a hospital out there, maybe you're a clinic system, whatever it is, and you're struggling to find people, and you have 20 direct contracts with different staffing firms, and they're not bringing you anything, you might want to look into a vendor. But on the flip side, you got to really consider if the vendor's making it harder for certain things to happen, you might want to consider getting out of that and doing it directly. I think what it comes down to ultimately is people want to delegate that off to somebody else instead of keeping it in-house. But what a lot of hospitals don't understand is that when you train recruiters, salespeople, people that are paid commissions, salaries, commissions, to fill needs for your hospital so that you can save millions of dollars a year that you spend on staffing fees, right? So there's pros and cons to both of them. They're both a necessity in the business. Personally, I like working with both because they both make me money.